The NFL Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 1-6 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022. The NFL Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 1-6 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022. Week 1-6. Philadelphia Eagles 1-3-1 Dallas Cowboys 1-1-3. Week 1-6 Green Bay Packers 2-6 Miami Dolphins 2-0 Final. Week 1-6 Buffalo Bills 3-5 Chicago Bears 1-3 Final. Week 1-6 Cincinnati Bengals 2-2 New England Patriots 1-8 Final. Week 1-6 Seattle Seahawks 1-0 Kansas City Chiefs 2-4 Final. Week 1-6 Atlanta Falcons 9 Baltimore Ravens 1-7 Final.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Gardner Minshew and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Prescott looks to throw right away. He finds his target. It's Schultz. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing him out now in his 4th season after, of course, a memorable 2019 debut. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Minshew. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Minshew sets to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Eagles at 13-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Minshew's throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Minshew. This is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Minshew's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dancing away at the 35. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 44, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 43 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. A first down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get...
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
These two teams. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Gets by him at the 25. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Quick slant here to Smith. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Prescott to throw it. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott, he's got his man. It's Schultz. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 55 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Minshew. He's got Smith here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Sanders. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, it's Goddard, the tight end. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Ridgeway in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Minshew. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Minshew throwing on third down. And Pascal's got it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. And Minshew will throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Eagles, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.